Hello, America. My name is Snake the Bigfoot Hunter, Stuart, and I am a Bigfoot hunter, and I've been hunting Bigfoot for the past 12 years.
That's pretty impressive. So, how did you get into this, Snake?
Well, it's kind of escape from home life, really, and turned into a definitive passion. And I got caught up in TV shows and the mystery and mythologies about Bigfoot and developed my own way of hunting the Sasquatch. So that's how I wound up finding Bigfoot this last October in Adirondack Park. It was a slow process of slowly embedding myself deeper and deeper into Bigfoot territory.
All right. So, can you tell us a little bit about that process? Obviously, we don't want to steal your secrets, but just talk to us a little bit about how you did come up with that new way.
Okay, so a lot of Bigfoot people will tell you that you should go out there and you should howl like Bigfoot's howl, or you should bang on branches, or you should put up pheromone scents to try to attract Bigfoots looking for a mate. That's all BS, okay? If you're trying to find a naturally elusive beast, do you think it will come to someone banging on logs and screaming like a wild animal? Not the case. So I embedded myself into Bigfoot country and slowly over time ingratiated myself with the environment. And I did it caveman camping. So no fire, sleeping under the stars. And that is how I got deeper and deeper and deeper until I found this specimen, which blows my mind. I'm about 3 weeks deep into this hunt last October, and I smell something real pungent. Okay. This thing was coming at me not like a just a decaying animal. It was also coming at me with a putrid kind of funky odor. So I follow my nose and I'm going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper until boom, right there in front of me, an 8 foot long Bigfoot specimen sitting in a poison ivy patch. Okay. And my mind is blown. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's one of those moments where you go, who can I call? Because no one's going to believe you.
Yeah.
And then who could you trust is what came into my mind next. My initial thought was contacting maybe a park ranger or police, and then the back of my mind said, you can't do that, Snake. You gotta carry this burden for yourself. And the only way that I'm going to be able to show this Bigfoot body is by getting it out and bringing it directly to the people is
Mhm.
that's literally the plan. And when you all of a sudden have an 8 foot long Bigfoot body that you have to transport out of the forest, it's like a huge undertaking. And then there's documenting and body parts, and this is decomposing quite rapidly. So it was a huge undertaking.
Yeah, so you touched on a couple key things that I want to talk about. So you were worried about, who could you trust, and your mind was blown. You could barely believe it. So what would you say to the skeptics out there that say, "Oh, no way, you found Bigfoot"?
Okay, so this is the a major problem that I've had is that other Bigfoot believers are natural conspiracy theorists. Okay. So there is a huge portion of Bigfoot believers who say Bigfoot is an alien. Bigfoot is a interdimensional being who visits us like Slender Man, or Bigfoot is part angel coming down from above to mate with a mammal to ingratiate itself with us. There's a lot of people who are pissed off, who are angry at me, Snake Stewart, because I found Bigfoot. And what I've found out through DNA testing is that my specimen is actually part Neanderthal. So it has a lot in common with human beings. It is not an alien. It is not a Nephilim. It is not all of these outrageous things that these other people are talking about. So there's a lot of people angry at me, and I don't care because what we got is definitive proof, and we're being 100% transparent with it. We're bringing it straight to the New York State Fair, which has, a global reach. It has hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people are going to be able to see this and be a part of this monumental exhibition, which is going to change the history books, like literally. I can only trust mass audience with this project. So that's the whole idea behind this is getting away from the skeptics, bypassing big institutions in science and bringing this thing directly to you and saying, take a look at this. This is Bigfoot. Bigfoot is here. It is real. My mind's blown. Your mind's blown. I'm in it with you. I'm not an outsider. I'm not preaching at you. I'm just telling you the facts. So that's my situation at the moment. And I'm sorry if I'm talking fast. I'm just excited.
No, no, totally fine. And you're touching on all the things that I wanted to discuss, so it's perfect. Um, so talk a little bit about what's actually going to be at the fair. So you're bringing the Bigfoot specimen to the New York State Fair.
So this Bigfoot is stinky. And we're pretty much drying it out, fumigating it. There was a taxidermy process. So the guests who are going to be at the fair visiting Bigfoot's remains will see the Bigfoot body. It might look like a taxidermy gorilla or monkey would, but that's just part of kind of how we had to salvage it. Like I said, if you didn't hear already, it was decomposing. So we have the salvaged body. We have bones, we have fur samples, we have DNA evidence, we also have footprints that have been cast from around the surrounding area. It's all going to be on display. We do also have some historical artwork from Bob Gimlin, who actually videotaped the original Bigfoot sighting years ago in California. So it's kind of a holistic experience with the main star of the show being the actual body, which we're going to let people get up close with and touch and feel out as best we possibly can for the safety of everybody. So it's going to be a really exciting exhibition.
Yeah, so you've talked a little bit about this will kind of probably be my last question. Aside from the angry reaction from the skeptics that you've gotten, even in your own community, what sort of other reaction have you gotten? I know you're kind of keeping it a little under wraps until the fair, but talk a little bit about how people reacted when you told them, I found Bigfoot.
So there's been a mixed reaction, okay? And we're slowly getting people on board. One of the most exciting things was there's a crypto king who was actually offered to buy this Bigfoot, which we said no to, by the way. But we're starting to get these kind of mainstreamish characters who want to get involved, which we think can kind of be a double-edged sword. So we anticipate more and more attention coming to this, and we're going to try to navigate it as best we can. We know we have groundbreaking project here. So yeah, it's been interesting.
So the New York State Fair is kind of serving as your debut to get this out there, right?
Absolutely. That's going to be a large population of amazing people who are going to be receptive, who are then going to be able to help us authenticate this Bigfoot with more DNA testing. We have
Okay.
DNA testing that's proving the Neanderthal link, but we need it done through a certain selection of proper institutions so that science can get behind it. We're getting the people behind it first, then we're going to get the science behind it, and then we're going to it's going to be accredited around the world, and everyone's going to be talking about the name Snake the Bigfoot Hunter. I know that. I'm so excited about it. My kids are going crazy. They've seen it, so I can't wait to show everybody else.
Well, I'm glad we got to connect with you before you blow up, Snake. And my last question is, where we talked about where, but when are you going to be at the state fair, and how can people get a hold of you or find the exhibit, or just give us a little more information about the location?
Bigfoot's remains at New York State Fair in the horticulture building. Okay. So you can find me in there. We're going back door through the USDA, getting this certified that way. Okay. So we're going to be next to that big baked potato, next to a lot of fun. There's going to be a food court. There's going to be a lot of really interesting projects in there, but the main star is going to be this Bigfoot body, which you're going to go bananas about. I hope everyone can see it.